So my final pick, main event. All right, finally back. We are finally doing this. UFC 319. Finally here. Hamza Chimaev gets his title shot against Dricus du Plessis. We have Kaya Sakura in the first fight of the main card against Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott, I believe, is coming back from an injury. Yeah, last fight was in 2023, a win off a submission in round one. And Kai is coming off of that loss against Alexander Pantoja. Pretty devastating, I'm not gonna lie. It was just more of like showing you what the difference is. You coming from another promotion. This is the UFC. I believe they're the best. Alex Pantoja did sub him in the second round. And we have one that I'm really looking forward to. One that I'm really thinking is going to be a sleeper fight, only because if you've seen Michael Venom Page's last few fights, a little boring, just more of a, it kind of looks like he's still trying to find his footing in the UFC. He's just kind of jumping around, bouncing around with his like karate background. I mean, it does make sense for his style, the way he fights, his excitement. But Jared Cannonier coming off that knockout against RoboCop. Jared Cannonier has also been a heavyweight. He's coming down to middleweight at 185. Michael Venom Page, I do not believe, let me not lie to you, I do not believe he has had any finishes in the UFC. No. All three of his fights, he's 2-1. All three have been decision. Yeah, he has that win over Kevin Holland and Shara. That one loss to Ian Gary. That's going to be a pretty good one. And in that fight, we have Carlos Prates and Jeff Neal. That's going to be a great one. Carlos Prates coming off a loss, 21-7 in his last fight. Took that loss to Ian Gary, I believe, in a decision. Neal coming off a win. Let me see. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Hands of Steel. Neal is coming off a knockout. Yeah, Rafael Dos Anjos coming off a round one knockout. That should be an interesting one. Strikers battle. I think Carlos Prates is going to have a tough one with that one. Then we got a pretty good co-main coming up right after that. LaRon Murphy and Aaron Pico. That's going to be a nice one. If people don't know Aaron Pico, coming from Bellator, this is going to be his first UFC fight against LaRon Murphy, undefeated, 16-0, won no contest. That's going to be an interesting one. That's going to be an interesting one. I do got a prediction on that one. It's probably going to be unpopular, but that should be a pretty good fight. In the main event, you got Dricus du Plessis 23-2, and we got Hamza Chimaev coming in at 14-0. Hamza Chimaev favorite, -260 on the card. Let's get into it. My prediction for the Tim Elliott and Kaya Sakura fight. I like the way Tim Elliott fights. It's kind of funky, unorthodox, throws some crazy looking moves. I think honestly that one may come down to, I don't want to say it's going to come down to a decision. I would like to see a knockout. If I had to take it that way, I don't think Kai's found his footing yet. I don't think he's found his footing in the UFC. I think this is the fight for him to find his footing. I just think with Tim coming back, he's coming off of a win after his injury. It's not like he's coming off a loss. I think Tim should pull this one out. And I'm going to go out on a limb on this one. I'm going to go out on a limb, honest opinion. I say Tim takes him out in the second round, TKO. Next fight. Jared Cannonier and Michael Venom Page. A lot of people are saying, and it's true, it's very hard to hit MVP. It's going to be hard to hit MVP. But man, hey boy, Jared's a big boy. Jared is a big boy coming off that vicious TKO with Gregory Rodriguez. I believe if Jared can touch him, and that's if Jared can touch him. We haven't really seen, I haven't really seen MVP take a solid hit like that. It's a lot more of like point touching, back and forth. The fight with him and Ian Gary really wasn't exciting like I thought it was gonna be. The fight with him and the Shara Bullet, I thought it was gonna be a little more exciting, but it was kind of like Shar had no answer for MVP. Jared's a vet. Jared's a vet too. I do believe if Jared can close the distance, Jared Cannonier can stop him. Jared does have a gas tank, is what it seemed to me in that Rodriguez fight. I mean, that fourth round, they both looked like they were tight with slugging it out still. I'm gonna give it first round knockout. Nope, I'll take that back. Man, I'm gonna give this one a second round TKO as well. I'm gonna say second round TKO. Jared Cannonier. Ooh, some unpopular ones, boy. I know y'all don't like that. Now we got Carlos Prates and Jeff Neal. Carlos Prates coming off that decision loss to Ian Gary. Then you got a guy like Jeff Neal coming off a nice knockout, nice TKO in his last one. It's gonna be a pretty tough fight. I know the fighting nerds want this one. I think this one's gonna be a tough one for Carlos Prates due to Jeff Neal's boxing. I think his boxing is pretty damn decent, and he got some takedowns. I feel like because Carlos Prates likes those Muay Thai clinches, those knees or the middle. I do believe Jeff. I just believe Jeff is gonna have a much better standing game when it comes to them standing banging. I don't know if Prates is gonna be able to take that punishment. He might, but I think Jeff Neal is gonna pull this one out. I'm gonna take Jeff Neal by decision in this one actually. For the co-main, we got LaRon Murphy and Aaron Pico. Now, I haven't seen Aaron Pico fight, the Bellator fights, but I have seen the highlights. I've seen the crazy knockouts. I've seen what he can do. But I don't care what y'all say. I know the masses is so ready. Oh yeah, he's coming to make his debut. But we've seen prior in these last few events, Pitbull, Kaya Sakura, so the people coming from these other promotions, they coming and they getting spanked on. And then I'm not gonna act like the people that they're fighting are B-list people. Now the guys are coming from the other promotions and they fighting top of the tops. They really are. This one right here, LaRon Murphy's he's on the man. And I keep seeing the clips on Twitter of X. I keep seeing the clips every time when he was getting taken down. And he was getting taken down. I'm like, okay, well, but he's still undefeated. He has an O. In all of those fights where he had to come back from adversity, he wins. They're gonna say, oh well, after the Barboza fight. In any situation that y'all want to show or go back and forth about with LaRon Murphy, he's won. He's won those situations at the end of the fight. The outcome has given him the W. I personally have seen him fight. I'm not going against him against someone coming from another promotion. I said that about Pitbull when Pitbull came. I know y'all was freaking out about Pitbull. He's coming to the UFC. He's coming to fight some dogs, and he looked flat. Tatiana Suarez, Patty Mix. He looked so flat-footed, no bounce, no type of swagger or nothing in his fight, and it showed. He got dominated. So I'm definitely gonna go with LaRon Murphy versus Aaron Pico. And truthfully, man, this is a co-main. I think LaRon gets it done. I think he get a finish. I think LaRon Murphy finishes Aaron Pico. I think he finishes Aaron Pico. I want to say late KO. I want to say late KO. I want to say late first round KO. That's what I'm gonna go with. It's gonna be a late first round KO. LaRon Murphy. And time for the main event. Dricus Du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. Man, Khamzat is a scary dude. I mean, you watch right when it's time to go, he going. There's no hesitation. There's no thought process. I mean, there's probably a thought process on his end, but just watching it as a fan, man, it just looks like he's like, bump it, let's go, let's get it. What you gonna do? The fight with Kamaru Usman, I keep seeing that one brought back up, but y'all gotta understand that was a former champion. Of course he's gonna stuff takedowns. Of course you're not just gonna do that. And that's my point with Dricus. Dricus has proven, although his fighting style or techniques may not look the best, he gets it done. He wins. He's a tank. He's durable. He has cardio. And I'm an Israel Adesanya fan. I'm an Izzy fan. But it just happens. You look at how it was done. There was no way you could argue that. Once he got him to the ground, got to the choke, that was it. Some guys just got it. Now this one is going to be two monsters going at it right head to head. My thought is, we all see, if you look at any Khamzat highlight, any fight, any of his fights, the very beginning, what is he going to do? He's going to shoot for that double leg from hell. I call it that double leg from hell, because he's just shooting from wherever he at, wherever he got the momentum, that's where he's shooting from. If Dricus can either stuff the takedown, the first takedown, and you know Khamzat's going to keep going, if you can stuff that first initial attack, if you can keep him away, that first initial attack, keep your base, or when he comes in, you have something for it. If you can stop Khamzat on his first initial attack and it turns into like the Kamaru fight or the Gilbert Burns fight, I believe it was as well. If you can stop that first takedown and that first initial push that he want to give you, like he did Kevin Holland. I mean, right when he jumped on him, it was just like a snake. He wrapped him, gone, moving. If he can stop that, Dricus can land some big blows. We haven't seen Khamzat get hit hard like that. Like, we haven't seen him really get hit. I really want to see if Dricus can stop him in that first. I believe it's like that first 1 minute when he just giving it his all. He just want to smash you. If you can hold him right there, and you can bring it back to the feet, even if you have to stay down, change position. If you can get it back to your advantage at the beginning, I'm telling you, I think Dricus has it. I don't believe that Khamzat is just going to be able to come in and just grab and dominate and take him down. Yes, he may get him to the mat, but Dricus isn't going to sit there. It's not gonna be the Robert Whittaker when he got up on his face, and it's not gonna be those. Of course, they watched that film, and that man don't want to lose that belt. So my final pick, main event, Dricus Du Plessis. Khamzat's gonna gas out. Round 4, Khamzat's gonna gas out. This is gonna be Khamzat's first loss. I'm only taking one decision on that main card, and that's that Jeff Neal and Carlos Prates fight. But for that main event, 4th round finish. 4th round TKO, Dricus Du Plessis. Unpopular picks, it's okay. If you like the video, if you like UFC, if you're into it, we're gonna come with more videos consistently every fight night, every pay-per-view. Hit that like button, leave a comment, turn the post notifications on. Reaction tomorrow.